What is up, comic book fans? Welcome to Nerdy Geeks Comics. I am Nerdy Geek. Today is Wednesday, August the 26th, 2026. Let's get to the haul. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but I was not expecting this new comic book day to be this big for me. I have a pretty big haul, some good reads, some new number ones, the end of a story that I was not expecting it to be the end. It felt like it just abruptly ended and that was it. And I was enjoying that story. But let's get started. And as always, we're starting off with DC's Absolute Universe. So here I have Absolute Catwoman. This is issue number 3. This cover was done by Ben Gal, a really nice cover. So of all the Absolute books, now I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read everything. I didn't read Martian Manhunter because I just couldn't get through the artwork. I did read Absolute Flash. I read, I want to say, the first 7 issues, which I did like. I just didn't keep up with it. It wasn't bad. I was enjoying it. Just wasn't compelling enough to keep me reading it. But this one is not the big, bombastic thing that we're used to. It just feels like this could be a regular Catwoman book from any series. But I am a fan of Catwoman. I am going to keep reading it. But it's just not, if you're looking for, absolute Batman type stuff or absolute Green Arrow, you're not going to get it in this series. But I'm still reading it and I'm enjoying it. I also picked up this cover, which is cover B by Eom, a really nice cover of Absolute Catwoman right here, all contorted with her little tail whip that's kind of prehensile. Is that how you say it? I probably messed up because I could have sworn I almost said something else. But a really nice cover right here. And then I also picked up this cover, which is the 1 in 25. This is cover E by Terso Khans. A really nice cover right here. So really nice cover, 1 in 25, not too bad. So I will be reading this. Probably not going to be the first thing I read. Actually, I already know it's not because I've already read one of my books. So no, this will not be my first read, but it'll be towards the top of the pile. Next up, I have Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue number 23. This is the main cover, cover A by Hayden Sherman. A really nice cover right here. So now we're going to have the introduction of the Absolute Ares. I'm hoping we're going to have a good series or a good storyline because I want to say, maybe the last 4 issues have really slowed down on Absolute Wonder Woman. And this was one of the better reads of the Absolute books. And it feels like it's just lost its momentum. I'm hoping they can find it back because I really love this series. And as of right now, Absolute Batman and Superman are my 2 favorite titles. Absolute Green Arrow is right there though, but that's probably just going to be a mini series. But hopefully we can get back on track with Absolute Wonder Woman because towards the beginning, this was probably one of the best reads of all the Absolute books. But I also picked up this cover, which is cover B by Terry Dodson, a really fantastic cover of the Absolute Ares right here. So here I have The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 35. This is the Marvel Games Tokon Fighting Souls variant. A really nice cover of Spider-Man right here. I really like this. I haven't played this game. If y'all have played this, let me know. How is it? Is it good? Is it worth getting? Let me know how it is. And you know what? I haven't heard anyone really talk about the Invincible fighting game either. So let me know how that one is because I haven't played any of them, nor have I really looked them up to see how great they are. So let me know if you played them. My next book is the facsimile of Avengers versus JLA. This is issue number 4, and this is the Gabriel Dell'Otto variant. a really nice cover. And just so y'all know, this is a kind of a square bound book. See, it's a little bit thicker, really nice cover. It is a wraparound cover, but the back is basically just the background and a little bit of Superman's cape, and that's about it. So I didn't put it in a clear backing board, but it is a wraparound cover, but a really nice cover by Gabriel Dell'Otto right here. All right, up next, I have Batman Bad Seeds. This is issue number 1, and this is cover G by Jeffrey Spokes. This is a glow-in-the-dark variant. So a really nice cover right here by Jeffrey Spokes. I really like this. I'm going to try and see if I can get this to glow. So give me a second so I can get it all lit up, and we'll see what happens. So that's probably the best I'm going to be able to do. You can see there is a slight glow. It's over here in the white, the eyes back up here, but it's already faded by now. But it is a glow-in-the-dark cover, but a really nice cover right here by Jeffrey Spokes. So here I have a series that I'm not reading, but I have been collecting specifically because of the colors, the covers that Ito's been doing. And I am talking about Capes. This is issue number 10. This is cover D by Ito. Again, I am a big fan of Ito, and I try and pick up everything that he puts out. So a really fantastic open order cover right here by Ito. So my next book, when it first came out, issue number 1, I thought was a fantastic story. It felt very hopeful the way it ended. And since then, we've had 3 more issues. This is issue number 5. And it does not feel as hopeful as the way issue number 1 ended. And I'm kind of worried how the story's going to end, because it feels like there's really only one way it could end. And I am talking about Corpse Night. This is issue number 5. Again, this was a fantastic read. I really loved issue number 1. And, you know, the whole point was trying to find Joan of Arc so she could perform a miracle and help our little protagonist right here. And it didn't quite work out the way we thought it would, or specifically how she thought it would. And we only have 1 more issue after this. So it's going to wrap up here pretty soon. And I'm hoping we get a somewhat happy ending, but I don't know how it's gonna end any different than what it seemed like it was in issue number 4. But I'm gonna continue to read it. I'm gonna finish the storyline, but hopefully we get a really nice ending with this. This next cover, complete cover by. I haven't read it. I've never read any of them. If you have, let me know if it's worth the read, or if you're just picking them up for the cover as well, specifically for the cover artist. And I am talking about Devil's Due presents Hack and Slash Mercy Sparx. This is issue number 1. This is the main cover, cover A by Sveta Shervina. And it looks like we have basically our yin-yang type characters right here. You have one that looks like maybe she's kind of good, and the other one who's obviously a devil, but who's holding the halo of the other character. So a really nice cover. I also like the wings on the back of the devil character right there. Really nice cover right here by Sveta Shervina. There was also a 1 in 25 Virgin variant that my LCS did not qualify for, so I only got this one, but still happy to pick up some new Sveta Shervina covers. Despite the fact that I don't ever hear anybody talking about this series, I am still reading it. I am still enjoying it. It is not the book that ends up at the top of my list, but I do end up reading it every week, and I have enjoyed it. And I am talking about Dog Tag. This is issue number 4. This is the only cover by PJ Holden. A really nice cover right here. So this takes place during World War II. All the stories are, different stories that either happened or inspired by things that happened in World War II, but they're not your big bombastic battles that happen that everybody knows. These are smaller stories that's typically, one soldier's experience, or maybe a small fire team's experience during the war. I've enjoyed the first few issues, so I'm still picking it up. Really fun series, especially if you're a history buff. All right. Let's talk about Excommunicated. This is issue number 4, And this cover was done by Flaviano Armentaro. This is the main cover, cover A. So when this came out, I was not expecting a lot from it because it's Volt Comics. Volt Comics had came out with a few different stories. They had came out with Nectar, which issue number 1 I liked. Issue number 2 was not that great. 3 picked up, and then I want to say it ended in issue number 4 or maybe 5, and it ended up being a decent series. But at the time, issue number 2 was out, and it wasn't great. And then we had Estuary, a ghost story. I'm pretty sure that was also Volt. And that started out decent and then just kind of slowed down. So when this one came out, I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. I'm not expecting anything. And I really was shocked on how fun of a story this was. It's nothing amazing, but it was a fun, entertaining story, and I really liked it. That being said, I had no idea that this was going to be the last issue. I mean, I thought we had a few more issues, and then once I finished this and it just said the end, I was like, oh, wow, that was just an abrupt ending. It was fine. If I had gone in knowing this was a 4-issue series, which I should have looked at, but I really didn't pay attention, maybe I would have been prepared and I would have been like, oh, okay. But the way it ended was just very, I don't know how to say. It's not meh, but it wasn't, big and extravagant as I thought it would have been. But I still enjoyed the story, and at the end, it does show that there's going to be a trade dress for all, the entire story that's going to come out, and it says catch the first, storyline. So maybe we're going to get a continuation later, depending on how well it's selling. But I do know they did come out with a second print of issue number 1. So hopefully it sells all right, and it sells well enough to get, another series to come out with it. But I did enjoy Excommunicated. It was a fun read. Next, we are going into the world of Something's Killing the Children. Here we have the Fall of the House of Slaughter. This is issue number 4. And I don't remember Sam Wolf Connolly. That was the artist. I almost forgot who was the artist, but this cover was done by Sam Wolf Connolly. I believe this is the main cover, cover A. So I did read the first 2 issues. Haven't read issue number 3. So I need to read issue number 3 and 4. But I did enjoy the first 2 issues. And if you know that, in issue number 50 coming out, I want to say early October, we have the return of Erica Slaughter into the current, storyline. So we'll see what happened after the events of New Mexico and everything that happened there. We're done with her backstory. I am really looking forward to that. And judging by the first 2 issues, this looks like this was also helping us get ready to get back into that, because it does have, themes to do with, where's Erica been and who's been in charge of the House of Slaughter ever since, everything that went on. So I did enjoy the first 2 issues. I'll probably read issue 3 and 4 this weekend, and hopefully it gets us all ready for, Something's Killing the Children issue number 50, which I am so excited about. Up next is a series that I have been reading since issue number 1. I have loved it. It is one of my favorite indie series going on. It does have a little bit of a, pocket fan base who really like it, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it, but the people who have read it and are continuing to read it really love it. I am talking about Ghost Pepper. So here we have Ghost Pepper, issue number 14. This is cover A by Ludo Lullaby, who is also the writer for this. This has been a really fun read. If you do decide to pick it up, I'm going to warn you, issue number 1 is a tough read. There's a lot of world building that goes on. There is a lot of exposition that's in that one. So I can understand why a lot of people may have dropped out, because you get a lot of information. It kind of gets confusing without the context of everything. But if you keep at it, issue number 2, it automatically picks up from there. So if you keep at it, it's a very enjoyable story, very anime style. I really like it. And I've been picking up basically every cover for every issue that's been out so far. And Here I have the cover B. This cover was done by Ito, a really fantastic cover right here. So Ito did do a 1 in 50 for issue number 2, I believe. And that thing just exploded, got really expensive. This is an open order cover. I doubt it's going to happen to this one, but still fantastic artwork on this cover by Ito. Really happy I picked this up. And then I am extremely happy that I was able to pick up this cover, which is cover D. This is the 1 in 25 by Ben Oliver. And Ben Oliver did a fantastic job on this cover of Loloi right here. A really awesome cover. Look how he did her eyes. Just gorgeous job by Ben Oliver right here. So a fantastic cover. And I was lucky enough to be able to grab 2 copies of the 1 in 25 by Ben Oliver. So really happy about that. And of course, since I did get the 2 copies of the 1 in 25, well, I also picked up the 1 in 50. And I want to tell you who the artist is, but I know I'm going to butcher that name. I will give it a shot. I want to say it's Guillaume Singelin. I tried. If y'all know how to pronounce that, let me know. But, you know, it was a 1 in 50. I was really just interested in the 1 in 25 by Ben Oliver, but I'm like, hey, I went ahead and got those. Might as well pick this one up too. My next cover is a complete cover by, but this artist, I think this is her 4th cover, I believe. And I really like her artwork. I'm really looking forward to see what else she does. Here we have Green Lantern. This is issue number 38. And this is cover C by Jessica Luna. A really nice cover right here. So Jessica Luna has come out with 4 different comics. I want to say I picked up every single one. And then once I started recognizing her artwork, I went to look her up. Yeah, she's only had 4 books come out. So she's a new artist, but really nice artwork. Like all of her books I picked up without even realizing it. So really nice cover right here by Jessica Luna. Next up, I have Gun Honey Doubles Down. This is issue number 3. This is the main cover by Sozo Micah. A really nice cover by Sozo Micah right here. So this is your main cover. There are some variants of this. There is a Virgin variant, and then there is a NSFW variant where right here it's written in, I believe, in Japanese. So really cool cover right here. I am a big fan of Sozo Micah. I love her artwork, so I wanted to make sure I picked this one up. She does seem to be local-ish to me because she does go to a lot of small cons around me. So maybe I can get an autograph of hers on this. It'd be really nice to pick up. All right, here I have a new number 1 that whenever it was first announced, it piqued my interest. The covers kind of piqued my interest. The synopsis piqued my interest. And now that it's here, this will probably be one of the first books I actually read this week. And I am talking about Hammerfist. This is issue number 1. This is the main cover by Steve Epting. A really nice cover right here. So I believe that this is about a hitman who is just like your bottom of the barrel, low life hitman. Like he's not your big guy who like, you know, makes $20,000, $50,000 a hit. This is a guy who's like, you give him $60 and he'll do a hit for you. Like he's that bottom of the barrel. He's a drug addict. He's a drunk. And apparently his daughter still supports him and still believes that he can be a good man. And something happens to her where now he ends up having to try and save her. And I'm thinking that maybe turning his life around. We'll find out. But it sounds like an interesting story. So I did pick up the main cover. I also picked up cover E by Dan Panosian. A really nice cover by Dan Panosian right here. And then I also picked up cover F, which is done by Andrew Robinson. Again, another really nice cover right here. So like I said, this will probably be, you know, top 5 books I'm going to read this week. So hopefully we got a really good series right here. All right, my next comic. I'm going to need y'all's help. I need to let y'all know, or I need to find out. Is anybody reading this book? This book is on issue number 24. I know a lot of people pick it up. but I've never heard anybody tell me a story about what's happening in the book. I'm pretty sure it's an anthology series, so maybe that's why it doesn't get talked about a lot, because it's kind of like a one and done type of thing where like, oh yeah, you can pick up this issue, you can pick up that issue, you're not going to miss anything. But I've never actually read it. And I've picked up almost every issue that's come out, specifically because the covers. I love horror books, especially horror covers. And I am talking about Hello Darkness. So if you're reading Hello Darkness and you like it, or if there's certain stories that are worth the read, let me know what issue so I can go back and, open those up and give them a read, because I haven't read anything about this. I'm just picking them up because of the cover alone. But we have issue number 24. This is cover A by Rebecca Puebla. A really nice cover right here. I really love Rebecca Puebla's artwork. I also picked up this cover, which is cover C, and this cover was done by Anwita Citria. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but a really nice cover right here. And I also picked up the 1 in 10, which is the Rebecca Puebla Virgin variant of our cover A. So again, really fantastic covers with this series. But I really would like to know, is this worth a read? If so, let me know what story and what issue I should read. For my next one, I'm not going to say that it is a complete cover buy, but it is a cover buy. And I am talking about Predator versus Planet of the Apes. This is issue number 2. And this cover is the movie poster homage by Chris Campana. A really nice cover right here. Now, the reason I'm saying it's not a complete cover buy is because I did read issue number 1 and I thought it was okay. It was a decent little read. I did like it. I enjoyed it. By the time it was over, I was like, you know what? I'll pick up issue number 2 and I'll give it a read. We'll see how it goes. But surprisingly, I did like issue number 1, so I did pick up issue number 2. This cover is the one that I really liked. Really fantastic cover right here. A lot of horror series came out this week. So I did pick up another series, a lot of covers for this one book, because I am a big horror cover fan. And I am talking about The Stuff of Nightmares. This is issue number 1. So this is cover A by Francesco Francavilla. And a really nice cover right here. I also picked up cover C, which is the Adam Gorham homage variant. A really nice cover right here. The glowing eyes on the cats is very creepy. And then I also picked up the cover D, which is, a glow-in-the-dark virgin variant of cover A. So really nice cover right there. So since the last time I tried to show you a glow-in-the-dark, it didn't come out that well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It's the same thing, at Nerdy Geeks Comics. And I will have a really good photo of this with, all lit up, glowing in the dark. So go check it out there, because it just didn't work out here when I tried earlier. I also picked up this cover, which is cover H by Suspiria Vilches. Another really fantastic cover. And I picked up cover F, which is the Virgin variant by Suspiria Vilches. So there is another cover that I did pick up. I believe it was cover G. It was the 1 in 20 by Ito. A really nice cover. Unfortunately, that came in damaged. It was dinged down here on the bottom, where even if you pressed it out, it looked like there still might have been, because they are black covers. So it looked like there was probably going to be a color break right there. So my LCS did immediately reorder a new one, saying that it came in damaged at pictures. And they were contacted that they will get a replacement out. So hopefully when that replacement comes in, it's in great condition and I can go pick that up. Because again, I love to pick up my Ito covers, specifically if I can get those ratios, even better. And if you're starting to think, nerdy, this video is going on way too long. What are you doing? This is way too many books. You're insane. I'm almost done. And here I have Blood of the Wolfman. This is issue number 3. This is cover B by Evan Kangel. So I have enjoyed this series so far. I've actually liked it. I haven't liked a lot of these Universal Monsters, stories that have come out. Some have been okay, but they haven't been great. This one I've actually enjoyed. Now, is it because I'm biased and I love werewolves? Maybe, but I'm not a fan of this kind of werewolf. I'm more of the underworld type werewolves, silver bullet type werewolves. The big snarling wolf-headed looking guys, not the one that just kind of looks like a guy with sharp teeth and a lot of hair. But I have enjoyed this story, so let me know if you're enjoying Blood of the Wolfman as well. I have another Marvel Games Marvel token fighting Souls variant. This cover is Storm. A really nice cover right here. I'm trying to pick up all of these if possible. I did miss out on the Magic cover, but that has been dropping. Like, I know that was selling for $50 for a while, but it has been dropping. So hopefully it comes back down to earth where I can pick up a copy or two. But I have been picking up some of these. I think the Magic is the only one I've missed so far. I'm pretty sure I got all of them up to there. But really nice cover right here. And we will end my haul with Zatanna. So here is Zatanna, issue number 5. This is cover D by Nimit Malavia. And again, like I said, I read the first 2 issues. They were fine, nothing fantastic. I really love Zatanna as a character, but they're not giving me a compelling story. And I keep picking them up basically for the covers. I mean, it's hard to make a bad Zatanna cover, but I really did like the Bringing Down the House series. I think it was a 6-issue series that came out, I want to say in 2024. I enjoyed that series. I thought it was a fun series. I was hoping we can get something more like that. Maybe after this initial storyline, we'll get, something a little better. But so far, I have not been enjoying Zatanna. Let me know if it's picked up. Because again, I only read the first 2 issues and I haven't read it since then. So if it's picked up, let me know. Or if we're about to get to a new storyline, let me know and I'll give the new storyline a try. Because I love Zatanna as a character. I love her with Constantine. But it's just... it hasn't been grabbing my attention. I wanted to. So that's my last book. Really nice cover of Zatanna right here. Please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. I am a growing but small channel. I'm trying to get my 1,000 subs before February, when YouTube changes its requirements to be monetized, where you have to have 8,000 watch hours. Right now it's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. I have my watch hours, but I don't have my subs yet. So if you do watch my videos, I very much appreciate it. And if you sub, thank you so much. If you're not, please consider subbing. At least give me a like, maybe share it to somebody else you think who would like it. Leave me a comment. All that stuff somehow helps the algorithm. I don't know how to manipulate the algorithm. Everything I've done has just been, word of mouth. Basically it just grows organically. So we'll see what happens. But as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.